Diplomacy across South Asia and beyond is well known, from Sri Lanka to Nepal to Pakistan. Now, WION, of course, has persistently been bringing you stories that go into the extent of China's debt diplomacy that China eventually has managed to exert over debt-ridden nations, countries that have been lured by the limitless offers of loans by the Communist Party. Now, Pakistan and China's relationship has, of course, thickened even more when the Chinese President Xi Jinping's intention to build a modern Silk Route coincided with Pakistan's misadventures across the region and its misrule within. Now, that eventually rendered it on the verge of bankruptcy. Now, this confluence of interest led to the time-tested friendship between the two countries that Prime Minister Imran Khan often boasts about. Now, one of Pakistan's actual time-honoured allies, Saudi Arabia, however, has recently asked the country to pay back about $1 billion out of the $3 billion that it had given in terms of loan. It secured about half a year ago to avoid default on international debt obligations. Pakistan then has had to rely on China to pay back the hefty amount. It immediately came forward and extended a $1 billion loan to help Islamabad avoid any adverse impact. Now, according to reports, in October 2018, Saudi Arabia had agreed to provide about $6 billion worth of financial assistance to Pakistan for a period of 3 years, which included $3 billion in terms of cash assistance and about $3.2 billion worth of annual oil and gas supply on basis of deferred payments. Now, Pakistan will be paying about 3.2% interest on the $3 billion loan. Now, Saudi Arabia has asked it to repay at least about $1 billion within the course of the next 6 months, which is where China has now stepped in. Now, debt diplomacy, remember, is a very potent tool in Beijing's arsenal. Now, China taps into debt-ridden and cash-strapped nations which find themselves isolated on the world stage. Now, in the case of Pakistan, it was sustained propaganda and facilitating terror attacks which showed the world as to just what it is up to. Now, even the United Arab Emirates, another ally of Pakistan, had announced a $6 billion package in December 2018, including a $3.2 billion worth of oil fund. But later on, the United Arab Emirates reduced its financial assistance to about $2 billion and has also shelved plan to give the $3 billion worth of oil in deferred payments to Pakistan. Now, the United Arab Emirates and the Saudi Arabian oil credit facilities were part of a $14.5 billion package that had been agreed between the three friendly nations, and that also had included China. China is not only keeping its end of the bargain, but is also going above and beyond settling Pakistan's debt with other nations.